Is she the biggest draw in women's tennis right now?
Yes.
Is she bigger than Sabalenka? Is she bigger than Coco?
Dude, it's crazy. She's having the same effect that Fonseca was having, like, on the men's side last year in Miami.
It's like Fonseca, but I think it's bigger than Fonseca.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Like, the Doha, like, crowds were insane for her last week.
Yeah.
Correct.
She's definitely one to watch, obviously because she's so good, but just for the atmosphere. You want to tune into her matches just to see what it's like on the court.
There's got to be like a little jealousy maybe from some of the women. The girls coming in, she's not top 10, biggest star in the
When
world.
Sam Querry speaks, people stop scrolling. They stop talking. They listen. Because this is not some analyst filling airtime with hot takes. This is a man who lived inside professional tennis, who competed at its highest level, who felt what it means to walk onto a court when everything is on the line. He does not throw opinions around carelessly. When he commits to something, it means something. And right now, Sam Querry has committed fully, completely, and without a single moment of hesitation to one name, Alex Eala. He is not placing her among the contenders for biggest draw on the WTA Tour. He is placing her above all of them. He is saying she is the one. The singular force that is pulling people toward women's tennis right now in a way that nobody else on the tour is capable of matching. And Querry is not being cautious about it. He is not leaving himself an exit. He is standing in the open and making his case loud enough for the entire sport to hear. He says she has crossed into territory that no other active player on the women's tour currently occupies. A zone where the crowd does not just show up. A zone where the crowd shows up transformed, desperate to be there, willing to do whatever it takes just to be inside the building when she plays. And the group of respected voices standing around this conversation are going even further. Now they are looking at Aryna Sabalenka, the world number one, a multiple Grand Slam champion, the most decorated active player on the women's tour. And they are saying that when it comes to pulling people through the gates, generating that impossible electric energy, making fans feel like they will genuinely regret missing this, Alex Eala is doing it at a level Sabalenka has not reached. That is not a small claim. That is one of the most significant things you can say about a player who does not yet have a major title on her resume.
If she wins a slam, it would be like one of the biggest things in the world.
Yeah, correct.
She's definitely one to watch, obviously because she's so good, but just for the atmosphere. You want to tune into her matches just to see what it's like on the court.
There's got to be like a little jealousy maybe from some of the girls.
Querry is not building this argument on feeling. He is building it on what is actually unfolding at these tournaments in real time. Look at the data. Look at the crowds. Look at what happens the moment her name appears on the schedule. Something shifts. The energy around the event changes before a single ball is struck. People who had written off attending suddenly find a reason to be there. People who already had tickets start talking about the match a week before it happens. And then there are the ones who travel. Fans crossing oceans, flying through the night, giving up days of their lives just for the chance to sit inside a stadium and watch this young woman from the Philippines compete. That level of devotion cannot be engineered. It cannot be manufactured by a marketing department or a social media strategy. It is raw. It is organic. And according to Querry, it is not something that any other player on the women's tour, including the world number one, is producing right now. He went further still. He raised the possibility that some of the players ranked inside the top 10 of the WTA are watching the scenes that follow Eala around and feeling something uncomfortable about it. These are women who have spent their entire careers chasing the kind of attention that this young player is receiving without even asking for it. Women who have won the biggest matches on the biggest stages the sport has to offer. And yet the wave of energy, passion, and global fascination is gravitating towards someone who has not yet cracked the top 10. Querry said it. Plainly, without apology, because that is the reality unfolding in front of the tennis world right now.
Is she the biggest draw in women's tennis right now?
Yes.
Is she bigger than Sabalenka? Is she bigger than Coco?
Dude, it's crazy. She's having the same effect that Fonseca was having, like, on the men's side last year in Miami.
It's like Fonseca, but I think it's bigger than Fonseca.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Like, the Doha, like, crowds were insane for her last week.
The analysts are not stopping at drawing power comparisons. They are projecting forward. And what they are projecting is extraordinary. After watching the surge Eala has made through the rankings, after witnessing what she has built in terms of fan connection across multiple continents, these voices are now putting their weight behind a statement that would have seemed bold even 6 months ago. They are saying that if Alex Eala wins a Grand Slam in 2025, But it will not simply be a great sporting moment. It will be a seismic event, not just for the Philippines, not just for Asian tennis, for the entire global sport. The kind of moment that does not just make headlines for a week and then fade. The kind of moment that gets replayed for decades. That gets pointed to by the next generation of players as the exact second when everything changed for them. When they saw someone who looked like them, who came from where they came from, lift a major trophy on one of the biggest stages in the world. That is what the analysts are saying is possible. And credible people are the ones saying it. But here is what makes this story even more remarkable. It is not only the commentators and the statisticians driving the conversation. The players themselves are stepping forward. Jessica Pegula, a player with years of elite WTA experience, someone who has competed in the pressure environments of major tournaments, came out and described what it felt like to face Eala at the Miami Open. And the way she described it told you everything. Pegula said she walked into that match completely unprepared for the atmosphere waiting inside the venue. Not tactically unprepared, emotionally unprepared. She had not expected what she found in there. The crowd was not just large. It was alive in a way that is genuinely rare at a tennis match. Loud, passionate, completely locked into every single exchange on the court. Pegula called it insane. And she was not complaining. She was marveling at it, recognizing that she was standing inside something that does not come along very often in professional sport. She went on to make a very specific observation. Across Miami, across the Australian Open, across Dubai, wherever Eala has played, she has drawn the largest, loudest, most devoted crowds of any player on tour. And people are not just showing up, they are arriving. They are waiting in lines longer than any normal tennis match produces. They are traveling distances that would be considered excessive for any other player. Because for them, watching Eala is not a sporting event. It is something closer to a pilgrimage. That kind of connection between athlete and audience is extraordinarily rare. Tennis has spent years trying to build exactly this kind of passion in new markets around the world. And here is Alex Eala delivering it naturally, effortlessly, through nothing more than the force of her talent, the warmth of her personality, and the power of what her story means to millions of people.
Has done well and established herself as a really good player on tour. They all come out to support her, and so I think we saw that in Australia when it was kind of overcrowded. They put her on too small of a
And then, the greatest of all time added his voice. Novak Djokovic, a man who has won more Grand Slam titles than anyone who has ever picked up a racket. A man who has seen professional tennis from every angle, from junior circuits to Wimbledon finals, over more than 2 decades at the very top of the sport. Djokovic stepped forward and said what many had been thinking, but few had said so directly. He called Alex Eala the greatest tennis player the Philippines has ever produced. Full stop. One, he said she deserves every form of recognition and respect the sport can give her. And then he went further. He made it clear that he believes the way her scheduling and court assignments have been managed at various tournaments does not reflect her actual drawing power or her status as a player. That is Novak Djokovic telling the tennis establishment that this young woman from the Philippines is not being treated the way she should be treated. When you hear that from him, you do not dismiss it, while you do not file it away as sentiment. This is the GOAT making a direct statement about how the sport is handling one of its most compelling figures. And the entire tennis world heard it.
Alex Eala, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest. So things like that happen. I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's so young and she's just coming through. So
every thread of this conversation is now pulling in the same direction. The analysts, the experts, the former players, the reigning world number one's peers, and the most decorated champion in the history of the sport. They are all arriving at the same conclusion. In terms of raw magnetism, in terms of the sheer volume of human beings that Alex Eala draws toward her every time she steps onto a court, she is operating at a level that Sabalenka, for all her titles, all her dominance, all her deserved recognition, has not matched when it comes to cultural impact. Nobody is diminishing what Sabalenka has built inside the lines. She is a champion in every sense of the word. But there is a difference between winning trophies and transforming a sport, between succeeding at the elite level and making an entire generation of people fall in love with the game for the very first time. On that measure, right now, in this moment, Alex Eala stands alone. Sam Querry lit the match. None but the fire has spread far beyond one man's opinion. The players confirmed it. The legend validated it. The crowds proved it every single week. The biggest draw in tennis, not a prediction, not a projection. A fact that is being written in real time. And if everything building around Alex Eala right now is only the beginning, the sport had better be ready for what comes next.